In number 1, we're given the fraction 6/12 and asked to list what we already know about this fraction. Let's begin by making a model for the fraction 6/12. Using a rectangular fraction model, we would cut the rectangle into 12 equal-sized parts and then shade 6 of them. So this would be a possible model for the fraction 6/12. And now to begin listing what we know about this fraction, the denominator is 12, which represents the number of parts in the whole. The numerator is 6, which represents the number of parts being considered. One meaning of the fraction 6/12 is we have 6 copies of 1/12. Going back to the model, notice how each part represents 1/12 of one whole, and because we shaded 6 of the parts, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copies of 1/12. And because a fraction bar means division, we can also view the fraction of 6/12 as 6 divided by 12. We can also view 6/12 as 6 parts out of 12, where the 12 parts make up one whole. Now that we have a pretty good list of what we know about this fraction, let's write a sentence about a situation that would use the fraction 6/12. The fraction 6/12 could represent the situation where a cake is cut into 12 equal parts and 6 of the pieces are eaten. Next, given 6/12 and 1/2, what can we say about these fractions? We already know this is the model for 6/12. For the fraction 1/2, we would cut the rectangular square into 2 equal-sized parts and shade one of them. Now if we compare these two models, notice how they both represent the same amount using different fractions. This is a definition of equivalent fractions. Going back to our notes, equivalent fractions are fractions with the same value. So 6/12 and 1/2 are equivalent fractions. Going back to our notes again, the simplest form of a fraction is the equivalent form of the fraction where the numerator and denominator are written as integers without any common factors other than 1. In a concrete representation, a fraction is in simplest form when it uses the fewest number of pieces to represent its value, which means 1/2 is the simplest form of 6/12. Notice the only common factor between 1 and 2 is 1. 6 and 12 share a common factor of 1, 2, 3, and 6. Looking at the models, 1/2 is expressed using the fewest number of pieces. We have a total of 2 parts where one of them is shaded. For 6/12, we have a total of 12 parts, 6 of which are shaded. So 1/2 is the simplest form of 6/12. And we'll go ahead and stop here. Thank you for watching.